Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and it seems like the Chicago Bears hold the Hope Diamond in the number one draft pick that they got from the Carolina Panthers for this year's draft, right? Man, I know, like, look, the question has really been about Justin Fields. You know, he started to pick up towards this last few games, and is Justin Fields a quarterback of future for the Chicago Bears? Should they keep him? And that is really the big question for the organization and the GM, Ryan Poles, I believe his name is, or Poole. I think it's Poles, right? But yeah, look, there's a lot of talk saying that they can get a big haul back, right? If the Bears trade the pick, they can get a significant haul greater than last year's trade for the top selection, which included wide receiver DJ Moore, 2 first-round picks, which came from Darnell Wright, and this year's number 1 pick, and 2 second-rounders, which became Tyreek Stevenson, and a 2025 second-rounder. I mean, it's very possible that they can get even a lot more back and just trade back a few slots and still get Marvin Harrison Jr. if they want to go that route, or go further down and collect a whole bunch of picks. I know the consensus right now is you take a quarterback and replace Justin Fields, right? The GM, and you run the risk of, could you miss out on a generational quarterback? The draft class for QBs look pretty good with Caleb, Bo Nix, Mike Penix, Drake May from UNC. I mean, there's a lot of potential in this draft, but you can't. You do draft on potential, but is that potential greater than what you already have, right? And it seemed like the GM for the Bears has been making some smart decisions, right? I think it was smart to trade last year's number 1 pick and build a roster again and run it back with Justin Fields. You win 7 games, they might win 8 games. You still don't know. You may still feel unsure about Justin Fields, but or at least what his ceiling could be. I think Justin Fields has a high ceiling. I think he's starting to pick up the offense. He's starting to have some chemistry, or at least some good cohesion with his offensive coordinator and coach, and Matt Eberflus. That's hard to build, right? It's easy to just say, let's get rid of Justin Fields and get a new quarterback. Early on, yeah, because Justin Fields early in the season was looking horrible, right? Last year, he was okay, but mainly he led the league in rushing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he was good in running the ball. Now we're starting to see the dynamic in his game as he's starting to improve, right? In this microwave society of QBs, is it fair for Justin Fields? No, but usually by year 2, year 3, you start seeing, okay, this dude got it, and he's our quarterback for the future. It's still a question mark on Justin Fields, but you see the talent, you see the upside, which is, in this article I'm reading, that Justin Fields can still get, he can still be traded for a second-round pick, right? The Chicago Bears are sitting really good right now, right? If they want to go safe and say, hey, we want to draft a receiver, or we want to trade that pick and continue to build the roster, that is the smart intellectual thing to do, in my opinion, right? You can't worry about what everybody on the outside is saying, oh, you should draft Caleb Williams, or if you miss out on this draft. No, like, if your job as a GM is to accumulate talent and build a successful roster, that's the main focus, right? I'm not saying that that's not what the GM for the Bears is doing, but it's easy to get caught up in the hype of all these quarterbacks, right? All these new shiny pieces that you would hope would work if you bring them in, as opposed to what you already know. And it's like, listen, Justin Fields is okay, but let's continue. Like, you see a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL, when they do well, for the most part, they have weapons, right? They have a good O-line. They got players. They got multiple players at the skill positions, all the offensive side and the defensive side, right? And the team tends to be successful, makes the quarterback look pretty good, right? And Justin Fields got an arm, so I'm sure he can be able to get the ball out to the skill guys, right? So, I'll say this though, man. If he keeps Justin Fields, I think that's fine. I think it's totally fine, right? I know a lot of people are gonna be upset, probably. That's why the Bears suck, or you're missing on Caleb Williams. It's not a lock, right? It ain't a lock for Caleb. Everybody thought Bryce Young was a lock last year. A lot of people did, right? That didn't happen. So this year, I would if I got that number 1 pick, man. I just want to accumulate more picks, right? Because if it doesn't work out, you have multiple picks for next year after. Like, you're going to be in good position no matter what. and you got a really great chance to really build out and reset the culture. In Chicago, it's a great opportunity, man. But if they pick a quarterback, I understand it. Everybody goes with conventional thinking. Everybody, people get afraid to think outside the box and go against the grain, because nobody wants to look like an idiot. You at least you can say, hey, we picked the best quarterback. It just didn't work out, right? But Justin Fields can go somewhere else and he could really excel. He just needed a couple more years than everybody else. And people forget that Chicago, they've been going through coaching changes, coordinator changes left and right. You know what I'm saying? So for Justin Fields, it's like he came into a situation that really wasn't stable. But that's on him, though, right? He didn't do himself any favors. He didn't get better early on, or at least the times we needed to see improvement. But now we're starting to see that, right? So let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.